Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. This is the second Sunday, second Sunday of the year. And as far as we're through 2 weeks now of 2024, and I'm still doing a challenge myself. I would love to challenge you to be your better self this year. But I just wanted to back you off here a little bit and let's just see what all we have. Today I wanted to do a kind of a reminder that last year I did a 1,000 pound challenge where I diverted 1,000 pounds that went from being put down the drain or being put out in the trash, uh, going to waste, and it was sent back to my garden. And this year I'm hoping to do 2,000 pounds. Last year I totally exceeded that. So this year, if I can aim for 2,000 pounds, that would be absolutely great. But whatever I do will certainly be better than nothing. So that's all I can ever think of is, do your best. Pick a project and do your best. And so just to give you some little hints for anybody who's maybe this is your first time, um, things you can save and put out. If you're getting on the carbon side, if you're getting egg cartons that are cardboard, if you have shred that you can put out. I am still down with a cold, actually. I'm very nasal today. And I started saving my tissues. I can't believe that in about 8 or 9 days, I've saved almost each one of these is about 4 ounces, and I've got like 4 or 5 of them. So over a pound of tissues. Obviously, bodily fluids are in there too, but we don't want to go there. It was just Christmas, so if you have paper wrapping rolls, you can save those. Of course, toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls, popsicle sticks, cork. Cork is a natural product. It comes from a cork tree, not the plastic ones that some people are using now. Those can be recycled, but it wouldn't be recycled in your garden. It wouldn't break down. Even things as small as your nail files. It's nothing more than paper with a little bit of grit. And whether you use it for, oh, and then of course your cardboard from your tissue box is also totally biodegradable. Uh, Things like you kind of train yourself. When we started doing this a couple years ago, we just threw our banana peels. They went into the trash, and then you found out that hey, I have a worm bin, so put it in the worm bin. Well, the only thing that is not eaten by the worms are the stickers. And so even if you're doing compost, just take your stickers off. And it's funny because when I say to Rick, my husband, well, this is what we need to do, he just rolls his eyes. And, like, oh, she's got me doing something else. And yet, he's the first one to take them off. So you learned how to do things as a kid, now learn how to do them better as an adult. And so there's my banana peel that was in the freezer. I never used to save my grape stems because the worms would have such a hard time eating them. Now I actually freeze them and then I put them through my NutriBullet and it grinds them right up. So I'm sure that they will go into the worm bin now. This is dehydrated uh, um, fruit peels, and there was one that didn't want to break up. This is actually a sweet potato skin that was a little bit too moist. When they're dehydrated and they're dry, they will go through that NutriBullet like, nickety split, like here. That's fruit. But if it's got a little bit of moisture to it, it doesn't seem to want to break up quite so well. I made, this is a custom blend, and it is moringa leaves that were dehydrated and then pulverized into powder. And I had some shrimp shells, which provide chitin for your worms. It's wonderful, wonderful for your worms, wonderful for us. And I mixed the two together so that I can just sprinkle it on top. But this is the moringa leaves by themselves. And you can see the difference with the chitin added. I think you can see the difference with the chitin added. It adds just something a little bit different. I'm sorry, no, that isn't. This is the moringa and chitin, and then this is the dehydrated fruit peels. And then this was dehydrated fruit and veg. Sorry about that. Eggshells. If you have eggshells that you can pulverize, dry them, pulverize them. If you make a really fine powder of it, the worms can take that in so much better. As well as putting it out in your garden if you so choose. If you don't have a bean grinder, coffee bean grinder, then just put it in a bag and take your rolling pin and roll it back and forth. Don't have a rolling pin? I'm sure you have a can of peas or corn or something. You could just roll it over top and it'll grind them. Coffee. Coffee grounds by themselves are acidic. But once they go through the coffee machine, they have, scalding, boiling water, hot water, whatever. They become kind of a neutral on the pH scale. And so that can be added either to your worms or to your compost. One or the other, doesn't matter. If you make rice and you rinse your rice, that rinse water has vitamins in it. It has vitamin B in it is one of the main things. And it's really good for your plants. It's good for your worms. There are women all over the world who use it and rinse their hair with it, spray it on their face as kind of a facial. So many things we throw away that we go, well, you just throw it away. Learn a different way, learn a better way, and you'll end up using more and putting less out for the trash. This happens to be corn water that came from corn juice here. And so think of your worms, think of the soil using corn syrup. Love it. If you can, save your papers from your cans and recycle those or grind them up and put them out in your garden. If you have anything stale, whether it's chips or bread or cereals, any of those things are really something that don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. Save it for the next time. Save it for another use. Hang on. Hello again. I'm back. Had to take a little tissue break there. I want to make this real quick because my voice is kind of giving out. This is only the second week, and my challenge is to hopefully do 2,000 pounds. I think that would be, 40 pounds a week would be probably my limit. Last year we had 1,900 and what did I tell you? It's 1969, 59, something like that. So it was close. But our neighbor was, he really beefed us up here, and he also cut a lot of his trees and shrubs, and we ended up getting like 130 some pounds of mulch from him, which was wonderful. But you don't cut trees like that every year, so it's things I can't count on. But we are adding more to our end of it. Little things like we're going to do tissues and paper towels and things that we use on a daily basis that we're still getting thrown away. So every little bit that doesn't go into the trash that we can use dissolve back into the earth. So anyway, the first week I ended up doing 44 pounds, 12.8 ounces. I thought, oh, this is golden. I'm good. But it was, we had, if you guys watched that chipper shredder section video that I did, that was That was 34 pounds by itself. That was 32 pounds by itself. So, and this week I only did just over 11 pounds. So I'm not going to keep a real good running total right here in the beginning. I don't want to drive you guys crazy. I'm only going to do this probably every other week, and then on alternate weeks I'll try to do something that's maybe of different interest. But anyway, anybody who is interested in doing this, let me know. Let me know what you think about recycling, and what you can do to help save Mother Earth. I live with a naysayer. My husband is always mentioning that big country, that starts with a C, that everybody goes, oh, them. And he said, well, we're only responsible for 11%, and they're responsible, all of that area over there. And if they're not doing anything, why should we? Why not? Countries who have this person as a leader, that isn't going to be forever. Tides change, moods change, the world changes. If we can do things like this, if nothing more, we are getting ourselves ready for being more resourceful in using what we have. Would you not agree? Even if you don't think that you should have to do this, and I agree, I don't want the government telling me what I have to do. I recycle. I don't want to be told that I have to do it, or they're going to come knock on my door and, take me off in the middle of the night. But I want to do it because, one, I think it makes me hardier. It makes me more wise. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope everybody has a great week. I hope you think about what you can do to recycle. I have one thing that I wanted to ask you all about. I want to start a new hobby, and I don't want to put a lot into it. When I started with worms, just the worm bin and worms and what have you, just starting that out, I paid like $250 for the bin and the worms and the cocoa core, and I think I had a little bit of rock dust. And at the time that seemed expensive, and it was, but there was no other suppliers at the time. Now you can start with a shoebox and 25 worms. So I would like to try sprouting, and I don't have mason jars. I've looked it up online. There's a mason jar company. I think I could probably do something for maybe around $25, $30, and just try sprouting. I think it's something else. It's another layer of health we could add to our diet. And as we're in both 73 now, I would like to be sitting here at 83 talking to you and still have my health. So that's it. If you have any ideas on it, please let me know, and I would really appreciate it. And also, one other thing, I have taken and started playlist. I thought I had done it before, but I had somehow not hit the public button. Old brain. And so everything was private, and Sandra over at Nana's Worms and Gardens said, well, you need to have playlist. I said, I do. She said, no, you don't. You only have, I think I had 2 of them that probably had mistakenly gotten put public. And so she did a screenshot and showed me, and she said, you have to go back. And after about 10 attempts of figuring out how to do it, I got it. And so anyway, I have playlists of different things. And if you guys have a free hour or something and you want to hit one of my playlists and let it go, I would say an extra Hail Mary for you. I really would. I would truly appreciate it. So I hope everybody has a great week, and I hope you'll come back and see me again next Sunday. Take care, everybody, and remember, garden what you've got. Bye-bye.